Hello, hello. Let me adjust the camera slightly. How is everyone today? Hi Ray, hi Bianca. I am drinking grapefruit juice. So cheers to you guys. You know, my body lately was needing grapefruit juice. I've been drinking it for 2 weeks now. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and we are going to do your pick a card. Now I decided to do this topic because of what I've been observing, talking to my friends, talking to family members, me myself, and there was this theme of people feeling either emotionally, mentally, financially stuck and looking for ways out or looking for advice. So I hope this reading will be beneficial. As usual, at the end we will do your live readings. If anyone needs a private booking, you know where to go, either description box or check out my pinned comment. I am sitting in my kitchen right now, and sometimes internet is a little bit funny here, but I really wanted this spot today, so hopefully I'm not gonna miss on any emails. If you will book, just let me know in the comment section that you did, unless I don't see you. It shouldn't be an issue, you should settle down. Just at the beginning of the live, it sometimes is a bit funky. Okay, let me find my deck, the Triple Goddess Tarot. I'm going to put timestamps once I finish this live in case anyone wants to help me out later on. You can put it in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, the music is a bit funny now. All right, let's start shuffling. Let me have another sip. Okay. For my people watching this live today and tomorrow, what is the card for pile number 1? What is the card for pile number 2? And what is the card for pile number 3? Okay. Grail. Thank you. I'm gonna refresh my email. You're gonna be the first one, and let's see. So now if you need more time as usual, you can stop this video. You can either come back to your pile or you can watch them all and see maybe some messages resonate with you. So let's start with group number 1. For my people who are feeling stuck now, straight away this is going to be for my people who feel that they don't have enough emotionally but mostly financially here. We're going to be talking to those who feel even unheard or unseen in their circumstances. So I think I'm going to be using these two Polinaris Tarot for you. Actually, no, let's do a mixture of decks. That feels right. And we're going to look at these cards all together. What is the best way out for my people in order to get unstuck, to get to the destination that they want to go towards to? What What might be some of the spiritual aspects? What might be some of the spiritual aspects? And a couple of cards on advice. Okay, let's tidy the desk, shall we? We have the Lovers. We have Flowers. We have Three of Cups. We have another Three of Cups. We have a No. We have Daughter of Air. We have, this music is annoying, Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. So that's what your soul is learning right now. We have Create Boundaries. And as an advice, we have Ten of Swords and Five of Cups. All right. This feels like an emotional turmoil, to be honest, with you. Give me 1 sec. I hope this music comes back because I needed to tune in. Let me actually connect to my phone. I want to make sure before I start everything is set perfectly. Perfect. Hey, Casey. Okay, let's go. Group number 1. Now this is going to be for my people who are feeling that their heart is hungry, their soul is hungry. For a lot of you, you may feel that your relationships are not as supportive or as fulfilling. One particular relationship maybe in your life. And with that comes almost like it's interconnected, comes lack of maybe financial goals or lack of drive to do something better. Now, one thing as an advice for pile number 1, what to look for is to review your boundaries. I'm seeing a situation where someone has crossed someone's boundaries, and it could be one person or it could be a couple of people within a couple of months. And you go, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm stuck in a situation. I feel like this person or these people also not as supportive of me. And in reality, what's happening here, you're being taught how to grow a thicker skin and how to say no when you want to say no. Now, this may surprise a couple of people because once you start changing and once you start growing this thicker skin, it may surprise some people because you're not the same version that they're used to. Not a comfortable maybe version to be around where you always say yes, or you're super light-hearted about everything. And your cards are saying that's okay. Because the issue is the communication here with the Daughter of Air. How do I communicate my needs? How can I say when I don't like something? How do I literally say no when I want to say no? Does this friendship feel fulfilling to me? Am I in the right circle? Do I feel like those people have same mutual interests like I do? And how, if not, how does it feel on my soul? As an advice, your cards first of all saying, don't run away from these feelings, digest them, okay? There is no need to try and fix everything all at once. Digest those feelings. Feel whatever you have to feel. The sorrow, the grief, whatever you're going through, It's okay, but don't sit in it for way too long. Get up on your feet. Know that the earth is a freaking difficult school. Well, I tend to see incarnation on the earth as one of the most difficult things to do. Soul chooses a body. Soul cannot experience a lot of things without a body. That's why it chooses a body. And with body comes a lot. There comes pains, there comes sorrows, grief, joy, happiness, all of this bundle. And we are here, part number one, it's saying to learn. But you, up till now, you're a really good human, I'm seeing here. You're a really good human, but sometimes you're way too nice to your own downfall. So why are you feeling stuck? Life may be showing you that, hey, say no, be picky, do not minimize yourself. And maybe you did that in one particular situation lately, or it was a repetitive thing that was happening. And your cards are saying, no, no, no. Let's not do that. Let's create better boundaries and let's grow. Some of you might be asking about a situation, or there is a situation that you witnessed in romantic sense, or maybe someone crossed your boundaries, or someone did something that you know you don't deserve, but you're still stuck around. And life is saying, hey, you are stuck because you keep yourself in that situation. You're not moving past it. We gotta end this. Yes, it may be difficult at first. Yes, there might be tears. It's all fine, but it will end eventually, and you're gonna get your clarity of mind. So, relationship is a big theme here. Let's talk about the Earth School. Let me get the book. Let me get the book. It's this one, I think. Astronaut. Um, confused with the currency exchange. 21. Okay with you, or should I convert an amount from different currency? Much thanks. You can, I think you can choose the American dollar on PayPal. I am not sure, I cannot open it as a client right now because that's my link, but check it out. Otherwise, I think it's, let me just check. Or you, if it's easier for you, can convert it yourself. Whatever works. I just know that if it's in pounds, because sometimes people pay in pounds, it's 1602 GBP. Hope this helped. Let me come, and a general reading is perfectly fine if that's what you're in need of. Okay, let's talk about the Earth School. Back to the reading. Here it is. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the circulum, yes, for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Now, when it said themes we choose to circle around, pile number one has to pay attention to the theme. There is some sort of repetitive thing that keeps happening that has to be changed in order for you to get unstuck and free yourself from this. It's not going to be news to you, whatever I'm talking about here. It's something that you witnessed a couple of times at least. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you are going through a difficult time, you are being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul's growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you are being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or training course. If you are having difficulties in relationship, you are being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way that we grow as souls while we are here on earth. I hope this was beneficial, pile number one, and this made sense. So try and apply some of the advices if that feels right to you from this reading and notice how change starts taking place. Now let's go to pile number two. Let me tidy the desk. Bear with me. I want to make sure all cards are in their decks. Okay. I got you, Lisa. Thank you. I will do your private readings once, with personal readings, once we finish with this. Okay, let's have a sip of juice and let's continue. Group number two. We have the Ten of Pentacles to start with. Why do you feel stuck? And what is the best advice for you? What is the best advice? Alright, you have a lot of earth energy here. We have the King of Earth reversed. We have the Two of Earth. We have religious factors. We have look for a sign. We have swiftness with Eight of Wands. We have more Earth, Two of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Cups as well as the Five of Pentacles. I feel like I want to pull from one more deck, the Kipper deck. Okay. What is an issue here for you, people? Pile number two. How can you get unstuck? Okay, now, not to confuse, I'm going to tell you what situation someone is going through. Someone is going for a situation where they're trying to keep a straight face on, but behind the facade, a lot of things are kind of falling down. This is someone who doesn't want to upset either other people or talk about their issues, how they feel mentally and emotionally. With a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of stress, and I'm seeing maybe even your health started going downhill. So this is a reading for those people. And it could be to do with a situation that you witnessed. This feels like an energy that comes back for you to be digested from the past. And for a lot of you, it's a family situation that you witnessed. For some of you, parents' divorce, your own divorce, feeling that you don't belong in a place. Why you're feeling stuck, pile number two, is feeling that you don't belong with a particular person or in a particular place. Feeling unsafe emotionally here. And over time, what happens, we start feeling this stress in our body or anxiety in our body. We start feeling a bit more fearful of simple things. We just become very kind of like, I feel like some of you may even have PTSD here. You become jumpy. If this is not resolved over time, if it keeps kind of brewing inside you, you may become a bit jumpy even. But throughout this time, you have been receiving, if not just yet, you will be, signs of what to do. You have two of Pentacles, by the way. One thing that would be helpful for you here is, first of all, I'm seeing a trip, change of environment. It could be a weekend trip that you do monthly, for example, or if you can do it more often. The change of environment is the way to go. Notice how your mental and emotional state will start changing. Visit the place or places that you had on a bucket list, depending on your finances here. I feel like once you do come back from a trip, you feel completely different within. You are charged up, you picked up new information, talked to new people, ate food you haven't eaten before. You need newness in your life, group number 2. And when you have that change, a good dynamic, you're then able to pour into others because you have poured into yourself. Some of you have the savior complex. Please do not do that to your own downfall, okay? Because I see tendencies for some of you doing that. For a couple of others of you, you want to run so fast. You want to get stuff done as if you've given yourself a timeline. And if that timeline, if you don't get to your goal by that specific time, you then punish yourself. And it keeps you stuck in that cycle. Make sure you're not jumping way ahead of yourself. Look around. What can you do right here today in order for you to feel better? And trips or change of environment is a big deal. Some of you may even feel that you live in the wrong place, in the wrong house, apartment. Maybe it's draining you in some way. Once you moved in, you feel like everything started going downhill. Numerology is important. Look at what number you live in. Add your address number. It has to come up to just add it up until it comes up to a number, one single number. Look at numerology. See what it means to you. Sometimes people tend to tie it to tarot cards. For example, I don't know, 11. They look up the major arcana. What is the number 11 in tarot? Otherwise, people look at numerology and what it means to them. Sometimes people go, okay, if it comes up to 1, then it feels like an ending of a certain chapter and the beginning of the new. So it's important to pay attention to your environment, group number 2, because environment highly influences your mental state here, much more than other people. And either you can feel super happy, over the moon, busy and enjoying life, or you can become kind of like an empty shell. So places and the energy of those places are really, really important for you. You're supposed to feel that you are at home wherever you're at. Same would be in a job. In a job situation, if you're working in a job that pays you well, but the environment is screwed up, you're going to start kind of losing yourself after some time. See, other people could maybe last in that job a bit longer, but for you, you're very energetically sensitive, and that just becomes a freaking hell. So first thing would be to write down in your diary, how do I feel in the place where I am? If your home is fine, apartment, house, country, town, then how do I feel in my work? Is that a good place for me emotionally and mentally? Okay, for some of you, now this is a completely different story. Know which one is yours. You might feel stuck because of unresolved issues with a father. That would be something to look at. Because I'm seeing a bit of abandonment here, specifically from the masculine, either in the early days or at the important time of their life. And when I say that to people, sometimes they go, but I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to do this, or I don't, or they're not around anymore. I don't have contact with them, or they passed on. It's fine. You can do that work on your own without that person. What I would do particularly, I would get myself into a trance. I would play good meditation music, usually something shamanic with drums. That's what gets me into that mode. And I would visualize that person as if it's their high self or their soul in front of me, and I would have a conversation with them. But when having a conversation, I would observe how my body feels, how they feel. I would look as if I would look into the eyes of their soul when I'm glancing at them. And a lot of good information can come through. So try this out and see how it goes for you. Now let's go to pile number 3. And let me know if you can. If you want to share, of course, once you start practicing one of these things in these piles, whichever pile you've chosen, how it's going for you, what shifts are taking place. All right, group number 3. Let's see. Group number 3, why you feel stuck and how can we get out of this situation? Have 5 of Swords to start with. Let's do a mixture of decks. If we'll need more, we will pull more. We have Death. We have the Moon. We have a Yes. We have 4 of Swords. We have 3 of Cups. Listen to intuition. We have Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Okay, not to confuse you, I'm gonna let you know whose story this is. This is my people who feel either very lonely or who have repetitive issues with a romantic partner. Someone potentially had a conflict and no one won in that conflict with someone, and they're trying to kind of sort it out in their head, and they keep thinking and thinking and thinking about how can I get this relationship situation sorted. This might be also my people who recently had an appointment to doctors, doesn't matter for what, could be a dentist, could be just general checkup, could be for a cyst, particularly I'm getting here, or a bump somewhere that you want it to be scanned to see what it's about. I'm also seeing as if in that bump there is as if this fat is stored there. So I don't know what it means medically, but that's what I'm picking up. Now these are my people here who tend to see sometimes, a lot of times, how fucked up the world is. Just looking at it overall. The wars, the unfairness, what the government does, what the media talks about, and it saddens them deeply. Now your advice is saying, have a good balance, because that's what keeps you stuck sometimes. Just kind of maybe you have this pessimistic view on the world, or you tend to see darkness very often everywhere you turn. Your cards are saying we need you to be a little bit more balanced in your view. Yes, you can see what's happening in the world that is fucked up, but at the same time, we want you to look around and see equally how much love there is, how people support and help one another. What love you can create in your circle, what love you have in your circle. Loving friendships, loving family members, depending on your situation. This feels like someone kind of given up. Pile number three is like, I stopped living by the time I was 30. Truly living. And your cards are asking you to get out there. See, you intuitively were receiving already signs where you want to go. Your higher self is kind of like shouting right now. I'm nudging you towards a specific place. I'm nudging you to get interested in that thing because that's something that is part of your soul, and something that you have to experience. Please listen to those soul urges because you have a really good inner GPS. In order for you to get unstuck from the situation, listen a little bit more carefully to that inner GPS. You will not get lost. Pile number three also are being encouraged to pay attention to some of the dreams that you have been receiving lately. And I would say for the past half a year or a year. It was very intense and probably a lot of messages, a lot of coded messages in your dreams. Your higher self is saying pay attention to how you felt in that dream. What was it representing in your conscious waking life? The signs are everywhere how to get unstuck or how to move forward with grace. But sometimes you get blinded by some sort of darkness here, or pessimism, or not having that inner child with you, forgetting about that inner child that wants to play and wants to enjoy the grass and wants to pick a flower and smell it and look at its beauty. Now, as an advice, this is for a couple of people. For one group of people, advice is saying connect to a masculine. I don't know if this is a friend, if this is someone that you know of already or you will get to know. Connect to a masculine that is emotionally intelligent. There is the person I'm seeing in your cards who is very emotionally intelligent, and I feel like for a lot of you, you haven't met them just yet. This is someone who is very caring, who can see the bright side of life, someone who lifts you up without doing anything even intentionally, but just by the way they are. Someone who always gives a helping hand to others. Someone that you would be proud of being together. Someone who can be either a friend or a loving partner in the future. You are being guided towards that. And if you don't know this person just yet, focus on your soul family, your friends, someone that you would call your soul tribe. Organize a get together, but do it periodically. Don't just meet someone, I don't know, once a month and then life happens and you meet them like after 3 months. It's really important for you to have a solid tribe around you. And even if that tribe consists of one person, that's good enough. It has to be deep. With you, you cannot hang around superficiality, because then your soul is urging for something deeper, and you feel that over time you get stuck and misunderstood, and you're not moving anywhere. So a good group of people around you is the way to go, pile number three. The advice they give you, the emotional support system, it is super, super important. I hope this is making sense. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number three. The best next step for you to get unstuck. Told you, look, the signs are always there for you. Your intuition is on point. Some of you don't trust it enough. Some of you don't trust it enough. Okay. Another thing what I'm seeing, if you feel that your body is in need of a lot of sleep lately, don't push yourself to overperform, okay? Allow your body to rest, allow your body to detox, allow your body to heal. It's okay. You're going to catch up when the time is right, when the energy levels are right. Some of you feel stuck because of, not many, of a job situation, your or finances here. And your cards are saying the abundant time is coming. But what needs to happen prior to that, someone's battery needs to be filled first so that they have enough energy, strength, their body is strong enough to handle the busy times. So maybe some of you who are neglecting your bodies or you don't care for your body as much as you should, you feel stuck because you feel that your energy is low. Say you don't exercise and you eat junk food and it kind of like it pushes you down. And with that, it seems like once you do have enough energy, once you do not have enough maybe motivation, the opportunity doesn't present itself because it's not the right time. You're not on the energy levels that you're supposed to be for those doors to open. Okay? I hope this made sense, pile number 3. And overall, I hope this was helpful. Let me know how it's going with you if you would like to share, and I'm going to jump into personal readings. Okay, so whoever has booked the personal reading with me, we are going to focus on the questions that you have. Okay. Let me see. You're very welcome, my pleasure. Who we have first? Lorraine. Okay. Let's tap in. You said I would like to know about a move that I'm planning very soon to Paris. Nice. I have to do it in about 3 months from within France. And alone. It's stressing me out and I would like advice about this. Thank you. Okay, let's see. The deck that I want is this steampunk tarot for you. Bottom of the deck we have the chariot already. Okay. What is the best advice for you in this situation? What is the best advice about your move? First thing first, what Tarot is saying, you're supposed to go on this journey. It feels like you have pre-signed this for you, pre-incarnation, that you're gonna have to experience this on your own. Yeah, look, independence and soul searching. It's gonna be an important move for you. You're gonna change as a person with this journey, and you are very self-sustainable and you're proud of yourself. Okay, advice. One thing to look to have an eye out on is any documents, formalities, anything that you might have to sign during this move. Contracts, let's say for the house or whatever the case, right? Contracts with work later on. That would be something to look at. Make sure that you do not miss the small font. Make sure that what's in the contract is good enough for you. Okay, so formalities and all of that, documents and the boring stuff would be something to put on the priority list, but not only, to be clear with what is stated. If you need advice from a professional who's good at reading, that dry talk, as I call it, seek for it. Seek for advice. How will it go for you? How will this move go for you? Yeah, I'm seeing your stress here, but to be honest, is there something to be stressing about? No, it's just a new situation. Your cards are saying there is no need to stress. What you're stressing about is the unknown. But I'm not seeing any need or any massive issues that would would need you to be stressed at all. This is just a lot in your head. Your cards are saying, look at the situation as you embarking on this new adventure. Because during that move, within a half year after this move, you are transitioning into almost like this new version of you that was always within you, but you're getting to know yourself better. So this is an exciting thing. I'm also seeing what's gonna be important is an influence of a man. I'm not being shown exactly how. Let's see. Can you tell me how this person will be influential? I want a different deck of cards. Why is this male influential here? Oh, so the situation that felt like shit that you witnessed with this male individual actually pushed you towards to your target. So I would say when it happens like that to me, I'm thankful. At the moment, it may suck and it may be like, oh my god, like this, no. But it's actually almost like it was supposed to happen. Maybe it was quick, it was out of the blue. You felt like, oh my god, I'm feeling unsafe here, but it actually puts you on the track that you're supposed to be at. I hope this made sense. Any other advice or information about the move? No, it just keeps talking about your growth as an individual. It feels like you're supposed to be there at that chapter, season of your life. I'm seeing you feeling free, feeling that you are proud of yourself, what you built for yourself, where you are, how far you've come. And there's a lot of this spiritual growth that comes with it. So enjoy your ride. Let me look at the chat. I've been getting pushed to do this and finally my current neighbor attacked me. Oh, sorry about that. So I have to do it. Okay. So, see, but it was kind of meant to be. It could have happened in a bit more subtle way, but I don't know if you would have gotten such a shakeup and if you would have moved otherwise. Yeah, I can't blame him too much for it because I know it was a tough moment. Well, for sure. It's funny to me that I should be there because it's big city with quite hectic energy and not a place I would have imagined spirit wanting me at. But you know what? But you have to experience that. Let me see why. Apart from what we talked about, why do you have to experience that? Hmm. It's because you're gonna have to sign an important contract that will teach you quite a lot. You may not know about it just yet. It is a work situation, but it's gonna be important on your development. This feels like growing a thicker skin. Also, once you get there, make sure that you don't neglect the social, the fun part of life. Okay? There's a lot to do, there's a lot to see, experience the pleasures of Paris. So that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Let's continue. Okay, next we have Lisa. And after Lisa, we have Casey. Great. I love the energy of the people who were in the live today, who are still in the live. It feels very chill and very pleasant. So thanks for that. I would love a general reading. I've been feeling lost, burnt out, and lonely, and maybe could use a different perspective on life. Okay. Let me have a sip of juice. Let's go. A general reading. I want to start with how I call them my spirit cards. What's happening spiritually with you in this chapter of your life? Okay, I feel you. Let's look at the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. What is the best advice for you here? What is the best advice for you here? Mm-hmm. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling right now? Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Mm-hmm. What can you expect happening in the future? Hmm. I'm not sure if this has happened already or 12, but I'm seeing an influence of a male. An influence of a male that somehow makes you feel a little bit up in the air, a little bit uncertain. A shake-up that is connected to a male. Hmm. Okay, what is happening right now on a soul level? Your soul is craving for your tribe. So, as an advice, you have the soul family right here. As an advice, I would say write down in your diary what is something that interests you. For example, I don't know, you want to play squash, you want to sign up for Zumba. Um, but it has to be, it feels like something that is active. Doesn't have to be hardcore, something that is active. It's important right now for you, in order to feel better, to be surrounded by people who also want to be in the same place and experience the same thing. Okay? Even playing tennis, finding someone who wants to play tennis with you, whatever the case. Another thing, as an advice for you here, by the way, you're gonna come out of this state. And give or take a couple of months here. But you're going through this energetic transformation. And what is happening within you, some of the past energies that you don't need anymore, it wants to go, but you are keeping it in your system, not even knowing that you do. Best thing to do would be to focus on spiritual hygiene, detox, physically, mentally, emotionally. Now, you know your body. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you what to eat, how much to drink, what to drink, teas wise, water wise. You know your body. Let's start with detox, and at least once in a couple of weeks, being in a place that surrounds you with people who like the same thing that you do. That's all you got to do here in order for you to feel safe, in order for you to feel alive again. Don't resist the old energies leaving your surroundings. It is fine. What is not yours, it has to go. It has to go, because I'm seeing a bit of resistance here of wanting to keep things the way that they were, but things are changing for you in the future. Mm-hmm. I'm jumping way ahead now. Future wise, I would say within the next couple of up to 2 years from now, I'm seeing you in a very happy relationship. I'm also seeing you taking trips. I'm seeing a very nice, cozy home environment in which people are really happy, and you're gonna feel like you are on top of your game. On top of your game. Anything else? Translucence. I really want to leave this card. I don't want to interpret this. I'm gonna read about it from the book, because tarot wise, I feel like I've said everything that I had to. Know that this is a season for you. Focus on this detox. Focus on, again, some sort of activities that are in groups that would be super beneficial for you. And let's talk about Translucence card now. Love the darkness. Hello, Julie. It's time to enter the underworld, which you already are part of in. You have been existing on a superficial plane for too long, and a balance is required. Be like the goddess Persephone, who descended to the underworld. In the patriarchal myth, it is said she was stolen by Hades, but that is not true. A goddess that powerful would never be stolen. In a matriarchal society, she would have been described as entering willingly and then deciding to have Hades as her partner. The Maiden of Translucence has her eyes closed, like the Fool of the traditional tarot deck. This is a card signifying the beginning of life's next magical adventure. You're basically being prepared for a new season, okay? She's letting go, and her winged bird steed is preparing to plunge into the cracked earth opening up before them. The forest branches beacon, come this way. When translucence appears, it is also time to redefine your own parameters. Protect your sanctuary and willingly take the journey into the unknown inner verse of you. Feathers are shedding, the hand is beckoning. Take the journey. This card is saying it is time to fall in love with the darkness instead of resisting it. You said totally validating. Thank you so much. I did just get into a sport and it has felt so energizing. Great. Good for you. Good for you. The next step for you is to have spiritual hygiene routine. Okay? Especially if you feel like you tend to be quite empathic and if you gather quite a lot of energy from your surroundings throughout the day, create your own routine. Some people do once a week or a couple of times a week a salt bath. Other people do those conscious showers where they, at the end of showering session, they turn on cold water and feel and imagine how that cold water cleanses their whole system, emotionally and energetically. But yeah, future-wise, great stuff. Great stuff, a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, and a lot of love. So I'm glad to see that. Okay, let's get these cards back into the box. And next we're gonna have Casey. All right, Casey. What's your watch out in general for life and love for until July? More advice, please. Okay. Astronaut. I think I need to work on being more positive for sure. This was everything I needed to hear. Thank you. I'll come back for a reading next time I need one. Thank you very much for feedback. I always appreciate it. But I love the darkness card said it's okay to feel shitty and not resist it. And just be there for as long as you need to. Obviously not getting stuck there, but it's okay. And I just talked to someone yesterday actually, and we talked about the feeling of the moment someone feels that they don't feel okay or good or happy, there is like a difficult emotion or heavy emotion they're experiencing, straight away human mind thinks there is something wrong. I must feel a certain way for me to be good. So make sure that you're in good balance between the both. Yes, I can feel shitty, but okay, when do I need to step up my game in order not to get stuck in that emotion for way too long? Okay? Good luck. All right, Casey. Let's see what we have for you. I think one day I'm gonna definitely burn my phone. And you won't see me on YouTube for for a while. But I love fire. What can I do? The more the merrier. Lorraine, it helped you too. Yeah. I think that I need to do that myself as well. Get my booty moving. What to watch out in general for life and love for until July? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. What will you be experiencing? Let's see what to watch out for. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just need to pull more cards to get as much info as possible. And I'll start talking in a minute. What would be a beneficial focus point? Mm-hmm. And what's improving? What you letting go of? What you letting go of? All right, Casey. What I'm seeing specifically, what I'm picking up, I'm seeing a need to focus on your spine, on your back. I'm also seeing what would be beneficial for you is focusing on your spiritual practice. You may notice until July that you're gonna become a little bit more in tune, a little bit closer with your guides. You will be able to download quite a lot of information in the form of counseling for others. Overall, as a theme here is focusing on my spiritual practice, and also I don't know why I'm picking up focusing on your back, particularly a spine. So My spine is crooked always. So maybe that's something that you would want to again look at. To I don't know, but I'm seeing you doing your own research of some sorts. Something that would help you out. Um, in a holistic way. I'm also looking at the energy flow throughout spine as if you close your eyes and as if you run your eyes through your spine. And if you feel energy blockage somewhere, or if you feel that you have a back pain that day, you kind of heal in a way yourself or help yourself. Now, another thing what I'm seeing, up until July, please be realistic with your expectations that you put for yourself. Okay, because I'm seeing that you may create quite a lot of stress in your life by expecting way too much out of yourself, especially your body. Be kind to your body. Go with it. I'm seeing that you may become a little bit distant with one partnership with a female. I'm not showing exactly why you are becoming a bit distant. Let me see. Why is there a distance? Or you taking a break from communication with this person? Something like that. Oof, cards on the floor. Wait a sec. Why is there a distance? That's something that is not your focus as much anymore. I'm being shown. Oh, the distance is because someone is not as transparent as they're supposed to be. And you're gonna see through that and you're gonna be like, actually I do not want to be in contact or in partnership with this person or to have any dealings with them. How can you recognize this person? I don't know why the first thing that I heard was the bit of victim mentality. This is someone who may complain quite a lot and not do much about it. Anything else? No, I feel like overall themes is be kind to your body, focus on the spine. Spiritual practice will be important up until July, deepening the connection to your guides for some sort of counseling or therapy, however you want to call it. Notice also throughout this period when you have a specific expectation that you really don't be too hard on yourself, because then you act like a thief of joy for yourself. I hope this made sense. Okay. I'm gonna check my emails for the last time, and if we do not have anyone else, I'm going to go and rest. But thank you very much, whoever passed by. You're welcome, Julie. My pleasure. No, that's all for today. Okay, awesome energy here today in the live. Thank you so much for passing by, and I will catch you in the next one. And as I'm leaving, there were 12 people and 12 likes. Now drop to 10. Bye, guys.